Hello there, this is DBT, and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 9 on Nintendo Switch, and today I'm gonna be driving the Lamborghini Egoista in multiplayer, and it actually will be able to compete because, oh boy, I keep saying this is interesting. So in case you haven't followed these videos that I've made, in the Nintendo Switch right now, they're experimenting with a system where there's pools of cars based on each series. That is to say that this series, for these 2 weeks, the pool of cars is certain cars in each league, and then in the next series will be a different pool of cars. So in the current one, in Platinum League, I would normally be only able to use Class A. That's how it has been working normally. But over here, because the pool of cars is mixed, you will see that I have, for example, the Ferrari FXXK and another one on Class S, the Lamborghini Egoista, which is what we're gonna be testing. Now there's also stuff like the McLaren Senna and even the Naran Hyper Coupe. Even some Class B cars like the McLaren F1LM, which we know it's a very, very fast car. So anyway, we're here to test the Lamborghini Egoista, and I don't have it fully upgraded because, as usual, it is the case where I never thought that I was actually going to be using this car in multiplayer, so I never cared too much to finish upgrading it. You can see that I never applied the 13th upgrade, and I'm still going to be missing applying some of the epic import parts and all of that. So still, I'm very far away from golding this car, but even as is, it should definitely give me some results. So let's try it out. Now, in spite of this car being Class S, competing against a bunch of Class A, also you see there's some more Egoistas here. Even though this is Class S, it's not particularly fast. In fact, the top speed of this car is pretty much the average speed of Class A. And for example, I saw that there's a VLF in this race. That thing is already faster than my Egoista. What the Egoista does have is some pretty decent acceleration overall. So that is another thing to keep in mind when it comes to the performance of this type of cars. It may not be necessarily amazingly fast, and when you're racing this against Class S, then yeah, it's definitely gonna give you some very, very mixed results. But against a pool of Class A cars, this seems like a much more, what would I say, much more fair competition. There we go, that's what I was trying to say. Oh god, oh Jesus, I did hit it. Alright, I lost a ton of speed and the VLF just passed me. Damn it. Yeah, the drift on this thing wasn't amazing, but then again, I haven't finished upgrading it, so who knows, maybe it improves a little bit more over time. Overall, this is not an uncomfortable car to drive at all. You know, it just feels like, I don't know, I could compare it maybe to the Aventador SV. Just maybe, well, I think better acceleration, maybe even better handling and drifting, but not like by a ton, you know, it's better, but not that much. And actually the rank kind of reflects that, so it's okay. And alright, you know what, I'll live with the second place for the first race, it's okay. It's not a problem. Like I said, that VLF is actually faster than I am, but I did beat another 3 Egoistas, a Pagani Huayra BC, 1 VLF. Oh no, it was actually 4 Egoistas, Jesus. 5 Egoistas in one race, see? People want to drive these cars that we never have a chance to drive otherwise. Now, one thing that I will forever give credit to this game, Asphalt 9 compared to Asphalt 8, is the fact that they allow you to put custom colors on a bunch of cars, and that allows me to bring a red Egoista. How about that? Oh yeah. I'm sorry, just that being an Asphalt 8 player has made me always seen the Egoista in the default color that I was driving it in the previous race. Actually, in the previous race I already had the little bits painted black, which is another extra customization in this car, but overall the main color was the same as you would always see in Asphalt 8. So over here, being able to see this car in different color, oh man, it just, I don't know, it makes me happy. What can I say? In general, some cars look super cool in their official color. For example, the SE18 in this game looks absolutely killer in its black and red. But I also like changing the color and making it look absolutely beautiful. So, yes. Now, I am ahead of everybody. I did notice that for some reason I got matched against a lot of not Class B. Rather, I should say from Gold League opponents. So, I don't know if I'm somewhat near to the motion or this was just matchmaking and it threw me into whatever lobby. But yeah, that's nice. So I don't know, I am still enjoying this experiment of the pools. Maybe because I have a bunch of cars, so no matter which pool I am at, or because remember there's like 5 different variants of the pools with different cars. And it doesn't matter which one it is, I have some cars to drive. But then again, the pools were designed precisely so that at least the most common cars would always be available in all of the pools, so that you wouldn't find yourself in a place where, oh, I have no car to drive this time. But alright, I beat everybody, though the hardest would have been probably that McLaren P1 FX6K, and that's it. Everybody else, alright, well, you know, I'll take it. And now I brought a painted blue because why not? Now, this car in general, it's one that I don't know if I should say that it's an easy car to get or not, because it is not. Oh man, it's hard for me to try to say this. It's not that it's difficult to get this car. It's one of those cars that you're gonna get guaranteed for free in the game. You don't need to spend a cent in the game to get it, but you need to grind for so long. And actually, it's a bit of a different situation. I don't know if I should call it grind per se. I'll just say that it takes forever to get to this car, because it's not like a car hunt where you need to grind for an entire week, doing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of races in a short period of time. That's what I would consider grind. This car is not like that. But this car, in order for you to get it, you need to go with the whole chain of cars where preferably you should get the Porsche. What's it called? The Porsche, not the Cayman, the other one, the Targa. You need to get the Porsche Targa so that you can speed up the process of unlocking the Resvani Beast X, so that upon unlocking the Resvani Beast X, you can speed up the process of unlocking the Cadillac CN, and upon unlocking the Cadillac CN, you can speed up the process of unlocking the VLF, and upon unlocking the VLF, you can speed up the process of getting this car, the Lamborghini Egoista, which it's also the one that once you unlock it will speed up the process for you to unlock the Tri Nemesis. Yeah, it's a whole change. My point is, oh Jesus, this guy just passed me. Is that anymore? I'm gonna follow my roof. Whoa! You know what? Crazy Bounce deserves some likes and subscribe to the channel, so go ahead and do it if you haven't done it, because we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, so do it. It deserves it. But anyway, yeah, it's a whole change to get this car. Now, you need to follow the change in order to start getting some blueprints for this car. But it's seriously slow. A seriously slow process for you to unlock this car if you don't follow that chain. So, and even if you follow the chain, this car is probably gonna take you well over 8 months in order for you to unlock. Maybe even up to a full year to max it out, to take it to 6 stars. Obviously not to golden, that's impossible to calculate. But yeah, it takes a long time, and the next question should be, well, is it worth it? And normally I would say, for collectionists, yes. For people that like Lamborghini, yes. And to continue your path towards the Tri Nemesis, yes. But this car by itself, is it worth it? Like, oh, I got this Class S car, am I gonna be able to participate on Legend League with this a lot? Nah, not really. It's a low tier Class S car, and look, it hurts me because it's a Lambo, but it's the reality. It's not a great car in this game. However, that is why I keep on making emphasis on this system of the pool, the pool of cars, because by having placed this car against some Class A, then guess what? Suddenly it is useful, and it may not be the most amazing car out there. There's still gonna be a bunch of cars in Class A that can defeat it, but it suddenly makes it usable, and being usable is so much more than it was by just competing against Class S cars. So there is that to consider. Like I said, you should still probably go for it, because this will allow you to unlock the Tri Nemesis. And the Tri Nemesis is a very, very difficult car to drive, but it's an amazing car, a Class S car, free one at that. Granted, it also takes you a very long time to get it and all of that, but it's a free one. It's what some people have referred to as the what would I say, the budget Jesco. It's similar to the Jesco, where it's very, very fast. Obviously, it's nowhere near as fast as a Jesco, but really damn fast. And it's difficult to build your speed, to keep your speed, but if you do, man, that car is so incredibly powerful. What did I bid this time? Okay, only a bunch of Grand Sport, Huayra BC, and McLaren P1. So only the Huayra BC had a top speed. No, actually, the P1 also has a similar speed to mine, but okay. Now, you may have noticed that I've been changing the color of the car between the races, because why not? I have the opportunity to color this car. Now, there's one situation I wanted to bring it in super stealthy, gray, almost black, carbon, whatever. which really would just be making it matte. But it's a problem because I don't have matte unlock, and this precisely ties to what I was saying, that this is a card that I would normally never use in multiplayer because there's very little reason to use it. You're definitely gonna get horrendous results with this car, and while I normally like being a bit of a contrarian and bringing cars that are off meta, this is just really just shooting yourself in the foot when you're going into Legend League. So yeah, I still need to do another 27 races in order to unlock the matte material, so that is a no-go for the time being, but no worries, because I can at least paint the car into a fancy color just because reasons. Why not? Man, I'm telling you, I love that I can do all of this stuff. But alright, let's find another race. Okay, one of my least favorite tracks in the entire game. I don't know, man, I just don't. At least I brought a car with a nice color, because look at that default color on that other Egoista. Anyway, I don't love this track very much, mostly because of the colors. I don't know, I'm the type of person who likes vibrant colors, and it's fine to have a place that it's all snowy and stuff, it's not sunny and whatnot. But I kept saying that in Asphalt 7 they added this map called Reykjavik, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, which also was very much like this. It was all about snow and lava and all of that, and they made such a good job in that game to make it still look so vibrant, so cool. No pun intended with the coolness, but I don't know, I just don't find this very inspiring. Generally speaking, when I'm recording clips for any type of videos of like Asphalt 9 versus Asphalt 8 or a showcase in Asphalt 9, I try to avoid recording in this track precisely for that, because it's like, oh my god, this place looks so incredibly boring. I don't know, that is my opinion. Why don't you tell me in the comments if you think that this map looked good? Because it may just be a me thing. Maybe you think that, oh wow, the fact that it's so icy and it looks so damp and so isolated and all of that, it makes it look super cool. So I don't know, maybe you think that, and I would be curious to know if that is the case. And yeah, I did that on purpose because I like climbing that wall. But yeah, right, I think there was only a Pagani YRBC and another Egoista, yeah. And I beat them both. Let's go, Pepe. I'm telling you, not a bad car. Haha, dull color for a dull map. Yeah, I brought it on almost black. But apparently I'm flying too close to the sun, because suddenly I'm being faced against Chirons, Speedtails, and even I think I saw a Venom or two. So this is a bit closer to what the experience would be normally driving this car racing against a straight up Class S cars. So this should tell you that this should be, yeah, a bit more of an indication of what you should expect if you're driving this car, let's say in the global version where this pool of cars doesn't exist. I do believe that in Asphalt 9, the China version, they could straight up, oh Jesus! Alright, that wasn't me. That's not your average experience, that is just your average DVT moment. But I do believe that in the Chinese version of the game, they rebalanced some of these cars precisely into a lower class, making the Centenario like a Class A, where it would perform better. And in my opinion, that would... Jesus Christ. That is definitely the way to go, in my opinion, to make the cars a bit more competitive. But oh well, it is what it is. At least with this pool system, we're definitely being... We're able to see some interesting matchup that you normally wouldn't see. And you know what? I'm all up for it. Jesus, that dude already finished the race. Yeah, it makes sense. So goddamn fast, I tell you. But it's alright. At least I got to drive my Egoista, and I shall continue driving it. I don't think I will be able to unlock the matte color within the season, because I'm only like a day and a half before this series ends. Yeah, 2 F5s, a Speedtail, Chiron, and the 918 Spatter. That's the only one that I should have been able to beat, but then I crashed, so there is that. But yeah, it's been interesting, definitely, to see this whole situation with the... Hey, where's my camera? Why did it just go? Oh, there we go. Seeing this whole thing play out with the pools of cars and seeing the matchup of cars that normally you wouldn't see, and I appreciate that. And in a way, in spite of the fact that I've not been able to drive some of my favorite cars in the game, I'm still kind of enjoying this because I can drive things that I would never do otherwise. But that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed, you know what to do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel because we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers and I need your help for that. That's all, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay safe. Bye bye.